Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. This is Neethu. Today's pick a card reading is about what is that people admire about you the most. What do people notice? What do people like about you? And everything that is super good about you is what we are going to talk today, which is very interesting. I know if you have ever been wondering what is that people really like about me, then this is your reading. Alright, so let's get started. As usual, I have three piles for you. Pile number 1, 2 and 3. I'll also be placing the object on top of each pile, so you can go ahead and select based on what is grabbing your attention, what is that calling your name, and that is going to be your reading. So once you make your selection, you have to scroll down to the description box down below and click on the timestamps with reference to your particular pile that you have selected. All right, for group number 1, I have Hollet bracelet, and for group number 2, I have labradorite, and for group number 3, I have lava stone bracelet. All right, so these are the 3 piles. Pause the video if you need, take your time, but I'll be starting with group number 1 now. Welcome group number 1. If you have selected the Hollet bracelet, this reading is for you. Alright, so the first thing that I'm hearing for you, group number 1, you are very compassionate. People really look up to you when they really need a shoulder to cry, when like you're there for them always. You're very kind, very compassionate, very gentle, like you bring a light, just by your presence. It's like you're there in the home, and people just feel it, feel your presence. Like, yeah, it feels nice to be around you. And your energy is so contagious. Like, people are really drawn to you like moth to the flame. That is the kind of energy that I'm getting. Like, people are really drawn to you, like flocking towards you to get some light that you have. You're very gentle, kind, compassionate soul, and that is what people like about you, admire about you the most. Some people may have even commented or complimented you for being in their life, just to be in their life, and others just don't seem to leave you. I keep seeing people around you all the time, like they need more of you, they can't get more of you. That is the kind of energy that I'm getting with you. Very calm, very soft and gentle energy. Like, you are healers, you may be healers, you may be Reiki healers or masters or something like that, but there is some element of healing presence that you have in others' life. All right, so okay, we have Knight of Pentacles and Emperor. Yeah, nevertheless, you also have this energy of Emperor, like you are the solution giver. People come to you when they need answers, when they are confused, when they don't know what to do about their situation, when they need advice, when they need things in general. You are the one, you are the giver. Like, you give things, you're very generous, and because you're so kind and you're understanding and compassionate, you're generous as well. And also you're very organized. All right, so you know your stuff. Like, you're not bluffing, you're not like acting just to impress others, but you know your stuff. If you are going to give somebody some suggestion, you do know that. You may have experienced it in your own life, and that is how you suggest and give advice to others. But even otherwise, you're very in control of what is that you speak and what is that you give out to others. Like, people really walk out of your house with smile. Like, you never send anybody giving something when they come to your house. Like, a very hospitable environment. Like, people really like you are the caretaker, nurturer of the family, and people really like about that. They feel really grounded around you. Not so much grounded, but really they feel energized when they are around you. Like, you're a crystal. That is the energy that I'm getting. Like, you are clear quartz or selenite crystal. You may be drawn to crystal, clear quartz or selenite crystal, but that is the kind of energy that I'm getting. Very pure and very intense. Not many people can handle this much amount of light. People, you may also have a lot of haters in your life. Just because they don't understand and they are too jealous, that they don't have the charisma that you have. You may have made some enemies down the lane, or you already have some, or you may make some enemies down the lane. It is not your fault. You're not even participating in this act of making enemy. You're just being you, and people can't take that kind of beauty, and they sort of feel really envious about you. Okay, the celebration, let go and have fun. You're too much fun to be around, like how to make things look more aesthetic, more beautiful. You bring a lot of beauty into the world, like Venus energy is what I'm getting. A lot of Venus movement, water element as well, like sort of mixture of earth and water element is what I'm getting. Like you've maybe a water sign or earth sign. If that is the case, then this is the confirmation. You're very in the flow. You look for opportunities to have fun or bring fun or light into your life and others' life as well. And you're all about celebration. You don't miss any occasions that you can celebrate. You remember dates very well, and you mark your calendar for what is to come. You may be in alignment to moon cycles as well, and you mark your moon cycles to celebrate or do rituals according to the cycle. And people like the way you do things, like you bring a certain amount of magic into everything that you do, and that is what people like about you so much. That what is that she does or he does which makes things so special? Like everything has a touch of beauty, magic, and grace in it. Like, wow, this is just amazing energy to be in. And then we have creative wonderment, follow your passion. You're a very passionate person, group number 1. Like people really like how passionate you are in what you do. Like you're very passionate if you're like taking care of the house, taking care of the family or the business or anything that you do, or a healing work. You are very passionate about it. You bring passion into whatever you do. You carry your heart like on your sleeves wherever you go. People notice what is that you really like and what you don't. And you don't, the best part is you don't shy away from telling people, okay, I don't like this, or I want this to be in a certain way, and you don't shy away from that. And that is very, very beautiful, to have that balance of being compassionate at the same time not being afraid of telling what is that you really love. If you're not that already, then this is sort of giving you a hint that that is how you're supposed to be. All right. And then we have discernment. You're very discerning. As I said, with the Emperor here, you're a very beautiful combination of being compassionate, at the same time not allowing others to take advantage of you. You're very discerning. You know who deserves your time, who deserves your energy, who deserves your care and nurturing energy that you have got. And maybe you have learned all that because of the experience that you had in the past. Now you have become very discerning about who deserves your time, energy, and your attention. And that is very, very beautiful. Some people may not really admire when you say no, but that's okay. But some of them who really likes you, who respects you, definitely admire this quality of yours when you really say no, when you say that, you know what, today I need to take care of myself. People really understand that. And that is how you show others how much you care for yourself, the way you care for others. And that is a wonderful quality that you have, group number 1. Communication. And then communication is about the way you put things across. Even when you're saying no to others, it's like you know how to say no gracefully, not being rude to others' face. You communicate very, very well. The way you communicate, the way you articulate, and the way you express yourself gracefully, people like about that. Very elegant energy. that I'm picking up very elegant in the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you organize things. Like, you know your stuff. You know exactly what you want, what you don't want. And people really like about that. You make it confused sometimes. I'm not telling that you have always figured out everything. It is not that, but you have this element of grace and a right attitude towards figuring things out. That is what makes you very, very, very special. All right. And your communication, I keep seeing people, when you speak, people sit and listen because they feel like they have to sit down and listen to what is that you've got to say. Right. So that is the kind of energy that I'm getting for you, group number 1. Very elegant, very pure, very joyful energy, very contagious. Okay, let me pull one last card. And then we have change. That is what I'm saying. Like, people come to you when they are going through a lot of changes in their own life. They come to you for advice. They come to you to just, lean on your shoulder and cry. You're always there, like a good friend. You're very wise and open. And available. And yeah, as I said, with this discernment came with a lot of trial and errors, and people may have taken advantage of you. And this discernment, this energy has you have learned this out of experience, and you know what it means to draw boundaries, what it means to be taking care of yourself. And people come to you when they are going through similar transformation, and you exactly understand what is that they need, and you provide that advice. As I said, you all the advice that you give out of experience. You don't just blabber just because somebody came to you for advice. You are very, very wise, and people like that healing energy of yours. And your communication, your communication is so healing and so sweet that people really like a lot to talk to you. Like, you are the like a speaker, like your voice has some degree of healing energy that pours through your voice. All right, so just be aware of that. So speak only when it is required, speak wise, and speak use your speaking only when it is required, and people respect that, like, really value this beautiful quality that you have. I know you are doing it already. Just bring it out there. All right, so that is what I have for you, group number 1. Hope you have enjoyed this reading. If you have, please subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video. Love you all. Take care. Bye bye. Welcome, group number 2. If you have selected labradorite, this reading is for you. The first thing that I'm getting for you, group number 2, is about your intuition. You may be very spot on when it comes to intuition, your gut feelings. Like, you are in the car and you feel like I have to take left, not right, or some other route today. I don't think so, I have to go in this route. And people in the car may get surprised when you actually take the same route and you get stuck there in a traffic, or something is not right there. That is the kind of energy I'm picking up on. People get really surprised when you predict something so accurately. Like, the cloud is very clear, but you still feel like it may rain today, and people may bet on your intuition. So that is the kind of energy that I'm getting. This may not be the exact situation, but you get the point. That is the kind of energy it is. Like, you're very in tune with your intuition, your feminine energy, very, very much. Right, so I'm getting a lot of energy of ancient energy, like you have been doing this intuition thing for a very, very long time, in multiple lifetimes in the past. So it comes very naturally to you, and people get really surprised and sometimes spooked by how accurate you are. It's not your fault. You are very intuitive and very in alignment with your intuitions. 5 of Swords and 7 of Swords. Okay, so this is a lot of mental energy. Okay, I normally don't see all the cards immediately, but for your pile I'm getting this confused energy a little bit, so I wanted to get a little more clarity. Okay, we have competition, we have dragonfly going on here, live life to the fullest. We have 7 of swords, 5 of swords, and then the tiger energy going on here. And the kind of energy that I'm picking up is you're definitely intuitive, like you are in alignment with ancestors, especially ancestral energy, like you know what it is. You may carry a lot of wisdom from many lifetimes, and it sometimes feels weird to you as well, like how do I know that, how did I know that, how can I predict things before it happens. It may not be all the time, and it may not be relevant to everyone, but majority of your energy, that is what I'm getting. The dragonfly, very ancient being, the dragonfly spirit, dragonfly medicine. It is like you know a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about it. Like you go to some place and you sort of like, yeah, I think I've been here, like a lot of deja vu energies. That is what people admire about you and like about you a lot. People may get confused, and you know the answer to their confusion somehow, yeah, you give a clarity to others between heart, mind and heart. So there is this duality between mind and heart that people get confused, and you sort of give them a clarity, like I think this is what it is. Like you are the clarifier of the group, like you know things, you march ahead, you bring light to wherever the darkness is, you bring answers to the place where there is a lot of confusion. Like you know how to do things, how to maneuver through chaos and find your way out of it. And people really are guided to come to your life when they are in the most confused state, and you somehow have an answer for that. Some of you may be shamans, or you resonate with the shamanic healing or shamanism. Very ancient energy, I don't know, like I'm feeling Stonehenge, Egypt, the pyramid energy, very deep roots you have got in the past lives. Group number 2, you may be a past life therapist as well, or you may have to explore that a little bit more to know you have been in the past life. But this is something I'm picking up very strongly. Like sometimes you may get confused, wow, how do I know that stuff? So that is the kind of energy. Ancestor speaks to you very clearly. This is a time for you to be open for more such messages, which is going to help others to bring clarity in their life, in whatever the situation that they are in or they are stuck in. So coming to your, what is so admirable about you is you bring light to the darkness. People really like that when you go to the place and you sort of light it up. Like you bring a very major shift in the energy. Like there will be a party and it will be very blunt or very flat, and you just enter that place and everything lights up. Like people suddenly start feeling good, they start having more fun. So your presence itself bring a lot of light into whichever place you go. Like I'm seeing you as a lighthouse, group number 2. Like your light is not just limited to one place or one person. Like you light up the whole room, the whole area, the whole city. So that is the amount of light that you carry within yourself, and it is not just in this lifetime. You have been carrying it for a very long in you, and that people like about you is that comfort they feel whenever you are around, and they really admire the amount of light that you are, that happiness that you bring, the joy that you bring, the shift in energy that you bring in others' life just by your presence. Like you are go-getter. Like if somebody is so down, you're like, you motivate them, you give them the clarity, you suddenly give them some idea or a tip or like a life hack, if you will, and that sort of gives them the solution. Like without your knowledge, you help so many people, and you are a very good friend and somebody who can be relied upon, and like you're the anchor. You're very childlike energy, at the same time very spontaneous, and people like a lot about you. The way you take decisions spontaneously, like you don't wait for the life to happen, you make life happen. That is the kind of energy that I'm feeling. Okay. Look at that, we have light and we have the lighthouse itself here, and we have spontaneous. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm getting the Empress energy, though we don't have this Empress card here. I'm getting Empress energy, like like you just know things. You may have this gift of knowing without your knowledge, because of all the wisdom that you have gained from lot of past lives. You have this knowing within you, the wisdom within you, which opens up as and when it is required in your life right now. So very ancient energy, bringing this light into others' life. Just you being there lights up the whole room. Like you are the life of the party, you are the go-getter. You people likes that spontaneity in you. Like you don't wait for life to happen. Like you go and make things happen for yourself. That is what people like a lot about you. You bring clarity to the confusion, you bring a solution to the problem. People may come to you to find solutions when they are out of all other options, to find their way out of something. So that is the kind of energy that I have for you, group number 1. And yeah, this is exactly what I was getting. This is Empress. This is 9 of Pentacles sort of energy. 9 of Pentacles, Empress energy that I'm getting here and sharing. This is all about you. The light, can you see that here? The light, the lighthouse, and you being in your own element. You're chilling. You're happy about your own stuff, and people sort of get your light and absorb your light, so that they can have some light in their own place, in their own heart. Like your presence brings light into others' life. You are here to share your light, share your gifts to others. Like you are here to give others probably job, make job opportunities, or simply share your gifts that you have, your creative ability in some way, shape or form. Right, so that is the most admirable thing about you, that you don't afraid or shy away from sharing, from being generous, by being kind. At the same time, without you noticing it, you help others in so many ways that you can imagine, that you cannot imagine actually. You're just being in somebody's place, and you sort of change energy altogether. This is really hard for me to explain, but that is what they are showing. You just enter into somebody's place and you light it up. You shift energy so drastically in others' life. Right, so that is what I'm getting for you, group number 2. If you have liked the video, please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in my next video. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 3. If you have selected the lava stone bead, this reading is for you. Okay, so lava stone. I'm getting this energy of phoenix raising from the ashes. Like you had your own fair share of life that happened to you, and which has brought you to the point where you are so wise, so knowledgeable, with full of wisdom, yet grounded at the same time. No ego, selfless, grounded energy. Like parents, like mother, father, like they are so selfless towards their children. So that is the kind of energy that I'm getting. Very selfless, non-egoistic, like simply being there for others, in the family, you're the much grounded one. You're the anchor, like you keep the family together, and you keep things going smoothly in a relationship, because you understand better. You understand what life is. You understand what relationship is. You understand what love means, because you have gone through a lot, and this has brought to you a very deep amount of knowledge, wisdom, patience, groundedness in you, and people like and most of people actually don't even notice that, but however, you are the anchor, like you keep everybody together as a group, as a family. Like you're the team player, like a leader, managing the team. And if you have a team, it is easy for you to keep them grounded in the vision of what is the vision of the company, or the team, or group in general, or family values. You are the one who set the values, and make sure everybody understands that. And it is not that you are forcefully doing it. People generally tend to understand your point of view, and it is easy for you to direct them towards common goal. All right, you work towards a common goal. You don't have any personal agenda in anything. You work towards a common goal, and that is what people admire about you a lot. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant. Yeah, very matured energy. The Wheel of Fortune, like cycles. You have been through a lot, and now you're in the cycle of being really grounded, compassionate, matured, and ready to take on the world. You're ready to be the leader. You're ready to be in this Hierophant energy, who is a spiritual leader, because he has been through a lot. Hierophant in general is the energy of spiritual leader, who is a spiritual leader who conveys the messages of the grand trajectory of what life means to whoever seeks for an answer about their life, so unbiased person who gives the right answer that is required for whoever is seeking answer. A very spiritual person, a very spiritually aligned, and very well informed person, and that is what people like about you. You don't boast about what is that, or how you don't know how much I have been through, and you don't talk all nonsense about anything that has happened to you in your life, or all about and generally about your knowledge and wisdom. You don't boast about it, but people know that you know things, and they come to you for answers, advice, leaderships, guidance, and you direct them in the right direction, where is that they are supposed to go, and in a very wise, mature, gentle, at the same time gentle messages that is relevant for their situation. Very leadership energy, like you lead people towards the goal, towards the common goal, or wherever that they are willing to go, and people like that a lot about you. Very grounded energy. Group number 3, like somebody we can trust on, somebody we can rely upon, somebody who is always there, protecting. Very protective energy as well. You may be very protective of your family, friends, your vision, your team. Like you're very protective. For example, if you own a company, or you work in a company where you have a team, you stand by your team, and if the management is going against your team, you stand by your team, not with the management sort of energy. Like you understand your core values, the group that you work with, and you value them, you understand them, and you explain them in such gentle way, yet assertive way. A very, very beautiful energy to be in, like mentoring, leadership, a lot of leadership energy. There is no surprise. We have the leadership card, set your goals, and then we have knowledge, seek knowledge. Very, very knowledgeable person. You may have multiple degrees, or you have a lot of skills and talents that people look up to come to you for guidance, to come to you for understanding something. You are some sort of teacher, some sort of master, some sort of mentor, some sort of leader, in whichever capacity that you are in right now in your life. But people definitely come to you for wise knowledge, guidance, advice, or anything in those area. And people admire a lot about how much knowledge and wisdom you possess. At the same time, how grounded you are and how fluid you are, and open to all sort of information, and you sort of feel that you still have to learn a lot. It is not like you are done. You don't boast as if you know everything that universe has to offer. You are humble enough, in spite of having so much of knowledge, wisdom, and leadership abilities. You are very humble and grounded at the same time. That is what people like about you a lot. Positivity, very optimistic energy. People really like that, how optimistic you are and how much positive energy that you infuse in others' life without even trying. You're not even trying to bring positivity into others' life, but you generally being who you are, you bring so much of positivity in others' life by doing what you love to do. You sort of set an example. It's like you lead by example. You don't just speak in theory, like, you know what, I think this is what is right for you, but you lead by example. And that is what the beauty about you, and that is what people really like about you. And gratitude, this is the humbleness that I was talking about. In spite of having so much of knowledge, skills, talent, beauty, and everything that you are so grounded, you are so grateful, like you are the anchor. You are very wise spiritual leader, group number 3, and you are ready to become leader. If you have not thought about it yet, you are ready to become the leader, to guide others, to mentor others, maybe a life coach, a counselor, or a teacher in general. In any capacity, you have a beautiful gift of communicating the right thing to the right person, and leading them by example. And that is the kind of leader we want, who leads by example, not simply theoretically tell something and that is it, right? So that is the kind of energy, group number 3. That is very, very, very wonderful energy that we have got going. Yeah, rebirth, that is the phoenix energy that I was getting. Rebirth, you have not you have not become this overcome. You have not become this overnight. This is something that you have gone through, and you have reached this state because of all the rebirth thing that happened. I mean, the transition, the transformation of you happened because of the life experience. This is not something that happened overnight for you, right? So these are the things that I'm getting for you, group number 3. Very beautiful, very wise, very mature leadership energy. That is what people like about you a lot. And you are the kind of phoenix rising from the ashes and explaining and helping others to be that as well. Right? So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful energy that you have got. I'm already admiring you so much for this beautiful, sophisticated qualities that you have got. If you have liked the video, please subscribe to my channel. Love you all. Take care. See you in my next video. Bye bye.